Frugality in the workforce is a topic that has been springing up all over news outlets. There's ours. But what is it, and should employers be worried about its growing popularity? In its most simplistic form, frugality is the act of lowering personal expenses. Fundamentally, workers are spending less money so they can work fewer hours. With lowering normal daily spending, workers can cut their work weeks down or work less demanding, lower paying jobs. If they don't need to spend as much money, they don't need to make as much money. With this, they can spend more time on their side projects and family. And this isn't just a small fad. A July survey by Flex Jobs found that 44% of workers surveyed would take a pay cut to improve their work-life balance. But, unsurprisingly, this trend is centered on younger Gen Z and millennial workers. A recent study by education nonprofit Murmuration and the Walton Family Foundation found that 61% of 15 to 25-year-olds value harmony between work and home life. Meanwhile, only 42% prefer earning more income. But let's be honest, it makes complete sense, right? Gen Z grew up surrounded by the stress of the economic backslide of the 2008 recession. And then they were forced to survive as young adults during the COVID pandemic that ravaged the world. It's only right for them to choose life over financial integrity. Materialism has fallen by the wayside, while quality time with themselves and their family has risen. Humans desiring more time with life and significant others is a natural and understandable response to a 2-year-long, life-threatening excursion. As a business, seeing these anti-work trends can cause a bit of panic. So how do you combat them? Well, you kind of can't. I mean, look, if an employee decides to go part-time, it's your choice to approve the shift. But you aren't going to convince them otherwise, and you shouldn't really try. It's their decision, and incentivizing with more payment is kind of ironic, right? While you can't combat it, it's important to be flexible for the future as a company and employer. Ultimately, you want to look into adapting to these new ways of thinking as a workplace. It's entirely possible and likely that these work-life concepts continue moving forward. The most important example of employee retention strategies is fluidity. Allow your employees to speak and take their word to heart. We are all different, and your workforce will continue to change and adapt. You will lose employees for reasons outside of your control. The best way to approach these fluctuations is to have an open mind and an itching ear. Be open and ready to change. If you want to read more about workplace frugality, head over to our article, What is Frugality in the Workforce? Guide to New Work-Life Trend, over at tier2tech.com. As always, this is Tier 2 Tech. Go out and win the day.